It was at his inauguration speech, and it was actually raining in Washington that day. So the teacher is all excited. He's impressed with this child from Tokyo. It's amazing. And he's entirely disappointed with American kids. So he starts extolling the virtues of the Japanese. And he goes on, and he's saying how wonderful this student from a foreign country, a foreign civilization. He's committed. He's determined. He knows the values. This is an amazing child. And all of a sudden he hears a voice from the classroom, and he says, "The hell with the Japanese." So the teacher, who was astounded for 21 years, didn't hear such a response in her classroom. So she called out and she said, "Who said that?" And the student responded, "Harry Truman, 1945. I'm privileged and honored to have a woman like my dear wife Ettie, who wakes up every morning and truly asking not what the community can do for her, but what she can do for the community. In every sense of this word. Isn't it amazing? Whether it's Hebrew school, summer camp, it's Shabbat dinner, the Kiddush. You may not see Ettie at all the functions, but I can tell you that she's intimately involved in every single aspect. Whether it's the women's circle, in our home, not asking what the family can do for her, but what she can do for the family. And in honoring Ettie tonight, I reflected upon our 7 wonderful years together. Years of working together, of building a partnership together, of creating a beautiful family and a beautiful bond, something that I cannot imagine living without, truthfully. We moved to Naples 6 years ago. We moved as newlyweds with an infant child, you heard Mendel, to a city in which we knew no one. And when you heard Lois Kelly speaking before, that was from the very first people that we met. A gas station encounter, a Publix encounter, Wendy inviting her friend Kim Jaffe. For us, it was an adventure to the unknown, and a journey with many challenges, but also with many rewards. From the very beginning of our marriage, even from our little apartment in New York, Ettie displayed the confidence and determination we needed to do this important work, God's work, to better this community, to bring light and warmth, to create friends. Ettie took the reins and plunged forward. Not only did she establish and direct a Hebrew school and summer camp, but moreover, she prepared Shabbat dinners and kept an open house at any time of the day or night, all while caring for our very young, beautiful children, and of course while taking care of and supporting her husband. There's a famous cliche, behind every great man is a greater woman. But for me, this is not just a cliche, because I see it up close and personal every day of my life. Chabad has become a multifaceted organization with Shabbos services, holiday programs, numerous classes, and so much more. I'd also like to say that Ettie is a great mother, kind, patient, and compassionate. As Lori mentioned before, everything is with ease, level-headedness, with care, patience. And many of you know in this room the challenges that motherhood can bring, especially when you're trying to juggle other things on your plate. Yet I know how fortunate our children are to have Ettie as their own mommy. I know I'm also fortunate to be the husband of such an extraordinary woman. I just want to share with you a story that I heard from my teacher, my mentor, Rabbi Menachem Schneerson, who Marsha D. quoted before, blessed memory. He shared a story. He said that there was this inmate that was in prison on his first day, serving 10 years, 10-year sentence. And he turned to the warden, one of the guards in the prison, and he said, "What am I supposed to do here for the next 10 years? So the guard told him, he says, "Listen, you see this big, beautiful wall here? On this beautiful wall, big wall, there's a wheel, there's a big wheel, and your job is to turn the wheel. To turn the wheel for 10 years, and you should only know that behind this wall, there's a mill attached to the wheel, and when you're spinning the wheel, what you're doing is, you're actually taking the wheat that is being brought to this place, and you're making it into flour, and it's feeding the entire community with cake and bread and delicacies and wonderful food." So he felt that he had a meaning. For 10 years, he was spinning the wheel. He was spinning the wheel thinking that his work was feeding the entire community. At the day of his release, after 10 years, the first thing he went to the back of the wall, and he realized there was no mill attached. He was spinning the wheel for 10 years. The Rebbe said that at times we can be doing wonderful things, but the question is, are we accomplishing? Are we actually fulfilling our mission? Are we working to do something that is benefiting the community? And I must say that when ETTIE gets behind the wheel, things happen. Things actually get accomplished. Various programs, everything that you see at the Chabad of Naples today is sincerely through ETTIE's vision, through ETTIE's care, love, and devotion to every single detail. So I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you who are here tonight for sharing this honor with me, to be able to honor my soulmate, my partner, and my best friend, the most amazing person that has ever come into my life. This is such a wonderful privilege. Thank you, ETTIE, for being such a magnificent wife, a wonderful mother, and such an incredible asset to our Chabad Center. I know the committee owns a certain amount of time, but you know what? I'm going to go over my time. You have an issue? You really do? So, they didn't know that I brought this, but as a small token of my feelings, please accept this from my heart to yours.
ETTIE, the rabbi is not the only one who wants to give you some gifts tonight. So we have on the program that Diane Hahn is going to present a gift to you. But before that, we have an additional gift, and for that, I'm going to invite up 3 members of the gift committee: Aline Weinberg, Wendy Sharon, and Adi Indiana.
REBBETZIN ETTIE ZAKLOS. She is, as most of us know, a multifaceted woman, a woman of many different strengths. ETTIE is not only a driving force in Chabad's educational and camp activities, but she is also the mother of 4 young and active children. She brings her spirit and energy to all her diverse activities, both as a mother and in her role as the Rebbetzin at Chabad of Naples.